I think that y'all that know me the best know that I wanted to fight for my name. I wanted to go to court because I believed I could have proven that I handled myself in an honorable fashion. I recused myself anytime the law required me to, and I never used my office for personal gain. Those are all lies by Mr. Pasco. I wanted to prove those things, but unfortunately things changed when he indicted my 73-year-old father. And it really got worse than that. He threatened to indict other family members. And when that happens, you have to start to evaluate at what cost do you try to protect your name. I think the only evidence I have of that is what happened today. He allowed me to plead to something I did, which was not report income that was paid to my father's business, not mine. And I'm sorry. Just the name of the business. And I embrace that as a mistake. But what I will not have embraced are the lies that Mr. Pasco has continued to tell. And you see, the real problem here is I was investigated and prosecuted by a political adversary. I've told many of you on different occasions that he twice ran against Mr. Wilson, Alan Wilson, one of my father's clients and one of my clients. He had a campaign account for that purpose. He shouldn't have been allowed to prosecute or investigate me, but the system allows that. The law allows that. So what I would say to you is when that happens, the danger in that is it becomes more important to get your enemy than to really embrace what's justice. And the fact that he has had these press conferences and said the things he said, the lies he said, I'll say it again, if they're not true, make him do something about it. But all you have to really do is read the plea that he agreed to himself and he helped draft, which says he can no longer investigate my family. He can no longer has jurisdiction over us for any past acts, and more importantly, he can't even use the information he collected against us because he's not giving you the entire information. He's only giving you little snippets and taking them out of context. That's why it was so important to us, and when I saw that, I really felt compelled to protect my family. You know, we've been investigated for almost 3 years, going over 40 years of conduct, and the personal cost of my father's health, my family, his business, my wife, my children, became too great to proceed to trial. So while I desperately wanted to prove I was innocent of Mr. Pasco's allegations, I did what best I could and protected my family. Look, I'm sure I won't run for office again, but I think I owe it to my constituents to talk to them and tell them how I conducted myself. I mean, y'all, particularly you and other reporters that were up at the Statehouse beat, y'all know how I conducted myself, and I want to make sure they know that I represented them honorably. I did make a mistake on that reporting issue, and any other universe, you know, that would have been shouldn't have been a criminal investigation for that. But I embraced what I did on that issue, and I'm going to tell them that, and I'm going to show them my vote, show them my recusals if they were interested. There were some hard times. Didn't really have anybody to fight for me. My lawyers were fighting for me behind the scenes, but there was nobody publicly speaking. And for the judge to finally call him out on the 3 times he tried to violate the plea agreement, I thought was a vindication that this man has got an agenda. It proved to anybody that's reasonable that this was not about civil justice in his mind. This was about a political campaign and paying a political adversary back. And so, yeah, I feel vindicated in that respect, and the fact that the judge stood up to that, and